Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Robert Morris University live segment. I'm your host, Andrew Dixon, and I am thrilled to be back to show you guys every little thing there is to see and do here at Robert Morris University. For those of you guys that are new to this experience, welcome, and for those of you guys joining us for another adventure, welcome back. Just to give you guys a quick little background as to how this is all possible. Our live tour segments are brought to us by our friends at Georama, and what this does, this allows me to take you guys all over Robert Morris University to see the ins and outs of what makes this place truly special and unique. So far on previous tours, if you guys have had a chance to take a look, we've seen the different schools for the different programs that we've offered. We've seen our athletic programs. We've seen some of our branch campuses. We've seen our beautiful main campus in downtown Chicago. And we've met some friends, some students, some teachers, some faculty along the way. Even our mascot, Sir Morris, made a visit as well. Now today, I get to show you guys something that hits a little close to home to me. It is our performing arts program. Our performing arts program has been around for a while, and it features a variety of different performing ensembles. For example, we have our jazz band, our concert band, our marching band, our pep band, our show choir, our concert choir, and our theater program. That's a mouthful. Every single one of these programs have students that have dedicated themselves to performing their craft, playing their instrument, using their voice, and just working a stage while earning a degree that isn't in the performing arts. And that's pretty cool and a really unique experience, which I found some students that were actually about right before a band rehearsal too. So these students, they're going to go into a band rehearsal. I'm going to get them before they go in. That way they can tell you guys all about their experience so far, and we have a wide variety of classes as well. Now, we're actually in one of our rehearsal locations, also known as Performing Arts 2. All right, we have two spaces here downtown Chicago where our students rehearse and practice, and a variety of ensembles share the space and make it their own, where they, So when they perform, we give them the best product possible. So come on, follow me, and we'll see what we can find. So in our Performing Arts 2 space, this is all home to where the jazz band rehearses as well as the drum line. And all of these share performances on campus and in our Arlington Heights location as well. You know what? I found some students that are kind of getting ready for their band rehearsal. Hi guys, how's it going? It's going. I'm going to come in right here. So the trick is they can only hear you if the mic's about this close. So before you say something, let me pass you the mic, okay? I'll kind of hold it over. It'll be easier. So if you guys want to introduce yourselves, your name, your major, what instrument you have for those that might not know, and what year you are, okay?
All right, hi, my name's Teresa Mountford. I am a business administration student. I'm a sophomore, and the instrument I actually play and holding currently is the clarinet.
I'm Jackie Mann. I'm a culinary arts major. I'm a sophomore as well, and I play saxophone.
I'm Alexi Rodriguez. I am a culinary major, and I'm a sophomore here, and I play the flute.
All right, so we got a nice variety of instruments, of majors. Now, some questions that always come up is, what makes Robert Morris Performing Arts so special for like a non-performance major?
Well, I think it's just you don't have to be a major to be in the department. You can be in multiple different things. As long as you work it out with whoever it is, you can join band and be involved in a lot of different cultures at Robert Morris.
My incentive was being able to do both my passions at the same time. So I cook and I play an instrument. And Robert Morris allowed me to be in the jazz band, the pep band, the concert band, and I'm loving it.
For me, I think it was just a better way to fit into the school, a new environment, a new different place where I was going to school. And it made me feel a little more comfortable being here because I met people who were interested in the same thing I was. So I felt more at home here.
All right, so I got a question for one of you guys. What are some ways that Robert Morris kind of engages students and staff and people of Chicago with the music and performing we provide? And like entertainment-wise, what are some of those activities?
We usually have 2 concerts every year. So we have our winter concert and then spring concert, which showcases not only our concert band, which is now called our wind ensemble, but it also showcases our percussion ensembles, our chorus, and our jazz band. So you'll get to see them progress through the year as they do different songs and a bunch of different techniques.
Now, I saw there was on the outside of the gallery there was an advertisement for these jazz cafes. What are those? What are those?
The jazz cafes are a performance of showcasing the jazz ensemble, and we do that every couple Thursdays within the month. And it's just nice to get an audience that either for people who don't come here, who do come here, and it's just an invitation for people to listen to what we have.
So, who here's in the marching band? All right, got all our hands raised. Now, marching band, as I know, historically, they kind of start before school gets going. I heard the rumors and the myths and the legends about, band camp. Now, I know we all have our stories as well, but what are some really unique advantages to, attending before school starts? Anyone want to share?
Our band camp is actually held off campus, so you're not going to be in Chicago, but you're going to be in Arlington Heights instead. That gives us about a 4-hour gap, about 3 times a week that we practice, if not more. Sometimes it's all week long, so it's 5 days, and then you get the weekend off, and then another 5 days. And that's learning drill, that's learning music, that's putting those together, and then creating a show out of it.
How's the bonding?
I actually would like to talk about that just because of the fact that, you're going into a new university, you're going to a college, you're going to a place you've never been to or only visited a couple times in the past. So with this, you get to meet new people who have the same interests as you, maybe some people that may be in your classes and your major. So you get that bonding, you get that connection even before you start classes here at Robert Morris.
All right, guys, so this can be performing arts related or just Robert Morris related. So what has been your favorite experience so far? It could have been an event. It could have been something else you did. Who wants to share? Go ahead.
We did a gin and jazz event recently last year, and that was by far my favorite thing that we did. Everyone dressed up for the part. It was kind of like 50s swing, and we played a lot of jazz music, and a lot of people bought tickets and showed up, and it was just a great event. The food was delicious as far as we could smell, and the music was nice. Even aside from us playing, there was a smaller band playing that consisted of one of our directors. Weren't you a part of that? No? I think our drummer was part of that, right? Mm-hmm. Our drummer was part of that, and it was great. A lot of people came out, and it was fun.
All right, you got one?
Yeah, being in the culinary arts department, we do eye centers, and that's to get you involved in the community and doing certain things. So my eye center happened to be doing a food pantry event. So we created a whole menu of 6 different things for the food pantry to use, these common items that they had that they didn't know how to use. But we created something that is familiar, like chicken tenders out of turkey, or mac and cheese that was seasoned with salsa, or something just crazy that you would never do, but they enjoyed it.
My favorite event probably was this year. We recently had a marching band competition held here, and a lot of schools and high school are used to doing that kind of thing. A lot of people aren't, so it was a really great experience for some people who wasn't used to that environment, but it was really great for us because it was a learning opportunity all around. We saw some great people, we met some great people, and it looks like we're going to have a really good show out next year.
All right, guys, one more thing, something to look forward to for all of our prospective performing arts students. Anything to impart with before you head to rehearsal?
The opportunity not only to grow as a musician, but to learn new skills. So I walked in knowing a lot about my instrument, but not knowing a lot about techniques and certain things that a lot of these directors can teach you. You might have learned some skills in high school, but this is definitely somewhere to build upon what you've learned and to become that professional level musician, not just a high school musician.
Take advantage of all opportunities through jazz, through chorus, through marching band, because you're going to learn so much from all of our professors, all of our instructors, and you can never stop learning here.
I agree with both of these ladies here. If something comes out your way, yeah, pretty much same. If an opportunity presents itself, you should just go for it. Never strive for just the bottom average. Just always try to do your best and go for everything you can get.
Case in point, guys, we have a flautist in jazz band. It can be done. Now, ladies, Jackie, Teresa, Lexi, thank you guys so much for sitting and talking to me. I know you guys got some warming up to do, so I'll leave you to it. Thank you guys so much, and that was excellent advice and wisdom. So you guys heard it straight from the source. All of the experiences here at Robert Morris, whether when you're performing with your instrument or you are, you're getting ready for class. Because the cool thing that Robert Morris does is we make sure that we are first student performers. I'm sure you've heard the term student athlete. The concept is the exact same. Our priority is focusing on the student's education while performing. And that's what makes us so unique, because we do have scholarship opportunities for our students in performing arts, be it theater, be it band, or choir. Anyone who, auditions or earns this scholarship has a chance to pursue their craft, use what they've practiced and rehearsed on countless years to pursue a non-performing major. And that's something that's really cool for Robert Morris. Now, Teresa mentioned something. We actually hosted our first annual Marching Band Invitational this fall with with a lot of success, and it was a great event that we are planning on doing again and again and again here at Robert Morris. So stay tuned for some more information on that. As well, we are hosting a jazz festival where high school bands will get to come and perform here at Robert Morris University. And it's another great event for all of our students to come and see the campus, see the bands, and just be immersed in just wonderful music. And again, it's Friday, March 18th, and it's going to be a fantastic experience. Well, we're just about ready to run into band rehearsal. You guys get to see the magic happen. All right, I've actually had a unique experience. I've seen the band perform many times. They actually just performed at the Southside Irish Parade. I mean, it was a little damp, but you know what? They muddled through. These guys had so much determination, and they were met with a lot of success and a lot of applause from everyone that was attending. It's the second time we were out for that parade, and we're sure to make it back because our job is to get ourselves out there, the marching band program, the concert band program, and all of that is done to just grow and develop and give more opportunities for students to pursue performing arts. Now, I got a special treat for you guys. I just haven't had the director of bands on his way over to rehearsal. Hopefully might have a few words for you. How are you doing?
Hey, Drew, how are you?
Doing well. You want to go ahead and kind of introduce yourself and your role here at Robert Morris?
I would. I'm Mike Madonia. I'm the director of bands here at Robert Morris. I'm in charge of all the wind ensemble, university band, pep band, all the athletic bands here.
That's a lot of bands. Here, let's step out for a second. All right, so I have to ask, what is one of the most unique aspects about performing arts here at Robert Morris?
This is a gold mine. This is a great place for a student to get a great education, be in a world-class city, get to go downtown, see the skyline, and be part of the culture in Chicago, and not necessarily have to be a music major to do it, and that's why I think it's so important. I have 36 years of teaching high school experience, and once every other year I would get a student who would major in music. This is an opportunity for a student who wants to get a degree in culinary arts, business, law, or pre-law, or paralegals, pharmaceutical tech, nursing. There's so many degrees here, and all these kids come out of high school and they have great experiences in their high school bands. Put it to use here, and it's a wonderful experience for kids that might not be able to afford a four-year school.
All right, and then what's some of the best ways to kind of for prospective students to get involved with performing arts here? How do we get in?
Well, all they have to do is contact myself, Mike Madonia, or Michael Zarimba, who's the head of directing, the director of performing arts, and just make an appointment for an audition. And we have different levels of bands for different ability levels, and hopefully when the kids, if they come into the wind ensemble or marching band right away, they can hit the ground running, and if not, if they need a little refresher, we have the university band, and we can start up with them, and then hopefully promote them up into the higher ensembles.
All right, and then last thing, I know you're busy. So favorite thing that's happened this year, and then a little something to look forward to for everyone watching.
Well, I think my favorite thing was the marching competition that we had because it was such a huge success. I mean, it was, we had more people in the stands than I think the football games had. And that, for me, that was very nice to see. I also like the fact that our wind ensemble, this is the first year we've actually had our wind ensemble perform with percussion and drumline. So I think those two elements are really the big key factors for what's wanting me to come back and keep building on the program here.
All right, well, thank you so much, Mr. Madonia. I'll leave you to your work. You got a lot of work ahead of you. All right, so the band's kind of gearing up. I'm going to let them do their thing. But you guys heard it straight from the director of bands. There's so much to look forward to with this ensemble. You heard him. We had a crowd almost as big as the football games. That's pretty cool and a very unique experience for anybody that that's been to a football game and just immersing yourself in nothing but bands. And on top of that, we have theatrical performances that take place at our Arlington Heights location, our downtown location in our auditorium and gallery, And the choir has also performed at places like Harold Washington Library, which is like the second largest circulating library in the nation. And we got some prime real estate, we sang for the public, and we put ourselves out there. So the students are working hard, and they're about ready to get the rehearsal started, so I'm going to leave them to it. Once again, guys, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed our live tour and gotten to see everything and heard a bunch about our performing arts groups. And if you guys have any other questions or want to know some more, join us here on campus. You go to robertmorris.edu, find out some more information, and join us on campus. Talk to our director of performing arts, talk to a coordinator, talk to the theater director. It's all accessible for you guys to get you here. Now, there's also an opportunity at the end of this tour to take a survey. Let us know how we're doing. Hey, how's my driving? That kind of stuff. Give us your feedback, anything we can do better, anything you liked, because we're going to go ahead and look at that and improve upon it for next time. Now, with something to look forward to coming up, we have a live tour of our grad school, and then we have another live tour of our adult studies and the admissions process, which is a really cool one because that shows you the ins and outs of how to get here. All right, so once again, I'm Andrew Dixon, signing off until next time.